Welcome to Snape Star Patron, show number 31. And we at the beginning we were numbering shows with songs, like we're going song number one, show number one, etc., etc. But now we're going to diverge because this is show number 31, and we've already released sort of 32 songs into the body of work, which included an instrumental. But today I'm going to show you three different songs. Two songs that are sort of completed, one song that's just still an idea, needs another verse and whatnot. Because I'm going on vacation and I wanted to make sure that I delivered on my song promises to you guys before I left, just in case I don't get any internet and we can't connect. I don't know whether I'm going to be riding much on the road. I bet I am. It's just one of those things that happen. But I'm going to jump straight into the story of the first song. So in the email that I sent out, I said, today you're going to hear a love story, a heartbreaking experiment, and an acapella track. And for those of you who had a chance to listen to the track that was attached to the email, you would already have heard the acapella track, which was a fun little I got the t-shirt thing. But I'm not going to start with that. I want to start with the love story. Now, I wonder if you can recall back a little bit. And before Christmas, I sent out an email and said, anyone who wants to write a song for a significant other, let me know. And we can make something happen. Well, I had quite a few responses, and there was only 2 slots for Christmas. But Ivan contacted me and said that he wanted to write something for his wife Anna, and for their anniversary, which was happened a few days ago actually. And I got this beautiful story from him, and he basically in the email he lined his whole relationship. He just wrote it all down, all of the significant points in their relationship, where they met, how it happened. And when I read it, it was such a beautiful story. It really moved me, which is wonderful when you want to write a song to it. And so this is what you're hearing. You're hearing the song for Anna now, or Anna. And he had to tell me how to pronounce. So the words in the chorus, as you would have read, they're nicknames that he calls her. And so basically what you're reading in that lyric is the story of their love story of getting together. And that story about going to Paris was in there. And he actually flew her to Paris and then played her the video I'm about to show you of the song that we wrote together. Now, I'm in the process of doing a proper recording of it, but this was the live version. So this is the love story. Here we go. Song for Anna. Share screen. This one. All right. Here we go. Hey, Anna. Hey, Anna. Hi, my name is Anthony, and for the last little while, I've been working with your wonderful husband on something to surprise you. I've got 2 congratulations for you. First one being congratulations on your wonderful, beautiful baby on the way. It's very, very exciting. And the other one is congratulations on your anniversary. And that's what we've been working on, something to surprise you for your anniversary. So this is for you. You ever wonder what it'd be like if we never came to Norway? We didn't date in winter 2012. No, things are not perfect, but I think we're close to it. This is our story so far. We started out with nothing, where you worked as a waitress, I worked long warehouse hours. It was hard, but we... Oh no. Well, the internet is bad. Have I still got you guys? Hang on a sec.
Still here.
All right. Okay. Have I still got you? Can you see me? Am I frozen? Oh,
No,
Bunny's here.
gotcha.
I've got you.
All right. You know what? I might just play it live for you. But you get the idea. Here, there's Bunny. You get the idea. Let me try and play it live for you. Now, the thing about this song, it's part of it is spoken, and it doesn't sort of follow much of a form like rhythmically, because it was all wrapped around the story. I wanted to play the video because it was the actual video that she got to see, but this will do. Here we go. Where's the lyric? Da, 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 da. All right. Here it is. Okay. Do you ever wonder what it's like? Do you ever wonder what it'd be like if we never came to Norway? If we didn't date in winter 2012? I know things are not perfect, but I think we're close to it. This is our story so far. We started out with nothing. Well, you worked as a waitress, I worked long warehouse hours. It was hard, but we had each other. It was crazy, you and me taking on the world. Taking on the world. And when I'd call for you, my honor, rim swim, I red tie, my orchid, it's you and me, forever and ever and ever. Oh, my honor, my red swim, my red tie, my orchid, I love you with every cell of my body. I love you with every cell of my body, I do. Oh, and I took you to Paris. We had Italian, your favorite, and stumbled our way under lights by Notre Dame. And empty streets, I surprised you when I asked you to marry me. And you said yes. Oh, you were so happy, and no one else was there except the singing mice. And we thought that was strange and kind of nice. It's funny how winter seemed to be our thing. Winter seemed to be our thing. Oh, my honor, my red swing, my red tie, my orchid, it's you and me, it's you and me, forever and ever and ever and ever. Oh, my honor, my red swing, my red tie, my orchid, I love you with every cell of my body. I love you with every cell of my body. I do, I do, I do. I love thinking about the times we had. You tried to kill me several ways now, and now I have reflexes like a ninja. Like the time you pressed the button to close the window and jam my head in the door. I could have died, but you laughed, and that somehow made it all right. It somehow made it all right. Oh, my honor, my red swing, my red tie, my orchid, I love you with every cell of my body. You and I are made for each other, you and I. Well, you may be an introvert, We might be different, or you like fashion, music, flowers, traveling and art. I love mountains and AI music, AI metal music, cars and good whiskey. But together we're just right. Now our life's about to change. We got our own Solaria, my honor, my rinsewind, my red tie, my orchid. It's you and me. It's you and me forever and ever and ever, ever. My honor, my rinsewind, my red tie, my orchid. I love you there, cell of my body. I love you there, cell of my body. I do. I do. That's probably a better version than the one I played because it was so new. The interesting thing was that he specifically said not to sing "I love you with every cell in my body" more than once every chorus, but I actually love singing it twice in each chorus because I think that part and these lines came from his email. And so I took part of the story and some of the lines that were just honest, straightforward lines from his story and their story and put them straight in the song. And I just love how powerful this becomes in their life because basically their life gets presented back to them in song. And he said when he heard the video and stuff, he was in tears. So that was, beautiful in the way that it hit all the right points in a song. But it's fascinating. I love how music can do that. And then really musically, it's doing some things and there's some weird timings and weird places, but what is driving the whole thing is the melody and the story. That's where I was following, and I thought there was a lot. He wrote so much in this email, in the first email, that to get it all in, and there was some specific things, like very strange things, like the singing mice, right? So when he proposed to his wife, it was in the middle of the night in Notre Dame, and the streets were empty. There was no one anywhere, and he was on a bridge near Notre Dame, and that he proposed, and she said yes. And this next thing, depending on what state of mind you're in, could either be from a horror movie or from a love story, right? They chose to look at it like a love story, but when I read the story, I was like, that sounds like a horror movie to me. All thousands of mice came up from the streets at that point after she said yes and covered the streets. And he said that they were making this sound that sounded like they were singing. And I was like, that sounds terrifying to me. That sounds terrifying. But they because they were so full of love in that moment, it was like the mice were there singing for them, which is beautiful, which is a really beautiful way of looking at it as well. And I thought to put that in, because that was such a unique and interesting part of their story that doesn't happen, but it almost sounds like in the song, it sounds sort of like a Disney experience, right? So it's like the singing mice thing. Anyway, it's just really interesting, and I had such a good time putting that together. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And that version that you heard then is like totally or very different than the other version, and it will continue to change until I really lock in with the way that it's performed. But that's that one. I'm wondering whether we should, any comments specifically about that song, you're welcome to make those comments. Bunny?
It's interesting that you said that, Disney, because when you sang that verse, that's what I had closed my eyes. And that's what I was picturing was this little animated, exactly what you were saying. I was picturing the entire thing.
Right.
The singing,
the singing mice, that's right.
Cars and
That's right. They're there and they're seeing their characters in the story, which is a beautiful thing. Like, Alex. Anybody else? All right. So we're gonna move on to the next one now. Okay, so you read in the email where this came from. So it was just after the original first lockdown, and there was this horrible news coming about the virus and all that sort of stuff. And what I did, I was writing for the song club, and I took all of the data from the stuff that was being pushed out to everyone, and then tried to do something creative with it. And how it ended up, it really messed up the sound a lot, and then it led me down this path of almost like someone who had heard this in the song club said it reminded them of a what is it? Look, you know what? I'm not even gonna color it. I'm just gonna play it for you, and then you can. So if you can have the lyric up at the same time, that might be helpful. All right, here we go. Error code trying to create your. Okay. Oh, there you go. You got my green screen because it's not working. Oh, well, while you're looking at this, I sewed this myself with the sewing machine. I went down to the place and I got my thing and I sewed it all up. It's lovely, isn't it? All right, hang on a second. Having lots of trouble internet and computer-wise right now. I wonder what is going on. Well, it was bound to happen at some point, I suppose. I don't know what is loading up the computer so much. All right. Let me try and get this to work again. All right, see you smile again. Here we go. Gather under cover, away from one another, and be fearful of the whispers on the breeze. Listen, heed the warning, someone died before the morning's done and dusted, and a number they will be. Counted on a global scale, and nothing measures the betrayal, the heartless and the selfish move on by. 'Cause it's all a big charade till someone that you love is laid to rest, no one near to close their eyes. So we roll on with the punches, try to find the sunny side of things and laugh, but nothing more to ease the pain. 'Cause grief is what is growing and the tears are overflowing, and I'd do anything to see you smile. I'll do anything to see you smile again. If you doubted we were all the same, outside belief, a place, a name, this could be the thing to help you see. Rich or poor beyond the walls, every human being falls in knowledge of connection sets you free. So we roll on with the punches, try to find the sunny side of things and laugh, but nothing more to ease the pain. 'Cause grief is what is growing and the tears are overflowing, I'd do anything to see you smile again. I'll do anything to see you smile again. Yeah, well, that was intensely different. Hi, Ant and patrons. Oh my God. Animated mice, yep. Good job. I'm reading the comments that are on Facebook, and I can't see who it is because you've got to do the little thing for StreamYard so I can see who that is. It might be Odette. Is that Odette? Anyway, whoever that is, thank you for being on. And wherever you're watching, whether you're on Facebook or... Oh, it's Elena. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, that was pretty intense, right? Yep, Elise.
Bunny's crying.
Oh, holy smokes. Are you all right?
I just heard Friday that a friend of mine died from COVID, so I've known her for 64 years.
I'm so sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that line, give anything to see you smile again. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's just one of those things, and I think that time and this time that we're all sort of going through, there's a lot of feelings that we're sort of just pushing aside, like we're plowing through, doing what we got to do, and things are happening, around us. And I think in that moment when that song came together, it all just sort of crashed down. And the irony is that I was using the numbers that were coming through to put into some of the effects to try and come up with something creative with those numbers, and what came out sounded like that. So I think a lot of the intensity of the emotions around everything that's going on came out in that expression. And that's basically what it was. It's like an expression. It's like painting something. You paint with the things that you've got, and then you put it aside, and it is whatever it is. So that was pretty intense. Yes, Clayton?
Do we want to take a step? I'll put this out to Bunny, but do you want to maybe step away from the songs for a little bit and talk about that, or do we want to stick with talking about the songs? Because I want to honour that experience, and I don't want to sort of blow past it and go back to a normal discussion without dealing with that properly.
Oh, I understand, Clayton, and I yes, and there's always a balance that I've got to try and strike in this situation where we're also recording and creating something. So, but I'm happy to talk with you, Bunny, about this afterwards as well, after the show, and we're all here for you, and we're all here for each other as well. I think that's something that we can acknowledge through music. The beautiful part about this is music brings everyone together here, and as much as we're here to go through songs and to talk about stuff, we're all human beings, and we're all here to lean on each other. And so I appreciate that, Clayton. But I think, especially in the show format, I think we should put the show together and then chat with Bunny afterwards, because we've got that time after the show, remember, where we can all just chat. All right, let's just jump straight into the next song because it's a lot happier. it's a lot happier, and it's not finished. So I want to write another verse to this, and this is the one that was on the email, and I want to hear from you afterwards to see what song you think it sounds like. So here we go. Let's share this one. Da-da. Sunny day on the boardwalk, doing my best to mind my own, but the scene between the lovebirds almost shut this cafe down. She slapped him so hard I think he deserved it. I helped him onto his feet, said I've been there, I got the t-shirt, and I know how this thing's going down. Oh, I've been there. Oh yeah, I got the t-shirt, and I nearly wore that sucker out. I got the t-shirt. There you go. I got the t-shirt. and I think it needs another verse, but I just wasn't sure what I wanted to explore, what situation. But there's many we could add in there. But what song does it sound like? What did I do? Clayton? Oh, hang on,
But
gotcha.
Under the boardwalk.
it
Oh,
sounded a little bit like that "Lover Lover You Don't Treat Me No Good" song. A little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
That's what I was hearing during it when you went. What does that sound like? And that's immediately where I went. Whether that's what everybody else heard or not, but that's at least what I heard.
That's very interesting. Okay, and Bunny heard Under the Boardwalk. Is that right? Um, what about stylistically? What other song was recorded like that? Just vocals. There's one in particular, and that's basically what I was copying. Not so much the song, but the style of, but that a cappella vibe. Might be good in a Disney movie, says Elena. Maybe. Remember that guy who did the total vocal arrangement of a song back around about the same time as the one you mentioned, Clayton, actually. I can't remember what it was called. What was it called? It was called like Happy or something.
Yeah, somebody mentioned "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
Don't worry, be happy. That's
Bobby
it.
McFerrin, who's like, I love him. He's a genius. I love all his stuff.
And he did that. He did that version. He was one of the first ones to do that thing in a pop song, and did that whole thing. And that's the first time I've tried that out, and
Cool.
got the
And
T-shirt.
he can also sing two notes at the same time. I saw him in person
Yes.
do that, and it blows your mind.
Yeah, splitting the vocal cords. I've heard about that and I've seen stuff about that. There's ways you can hum and split your vocal cords. The interesting thing is there's only, I think, the notes that come out are, are not necessarily in harmony. Like there are some other frequencies that come out.
Like a harmonic type of thing.
Yeah, they're
Harmonic?
harmonics, but if you split, I can't remember, but it sounds very distinct, the way that that's done, and takes a lot of work to get there. So there you go. That's the three songs that we've got today, and I hope you've enjoyed them. And there were definitely polar opposites or different spectrums, different sides of things. And one of the great things about being able to present songs to you in this format is that there's no shackles on genre here. I can just be creative and just show you songs, and they can wash over you, and the feedback that I get from you is awesome because then I get to feel whether or not the songs are actually doing anything, making any sort of effect, having any sort of effect. So I hope you enjoyed it. Does anyone want to say anything at all about any of the songs before we move on? All right. A mix of Under the Boardwalk, Hakuna Matata, and Be Happy, says Elena. Yeah, I love it. Hakuna Matata. Oh, that's great. It's a great song. I wish I wrote that one. Imagine. All right, so lovely to see you all. You have a wonderful, wonderful next couple of weeks. I'm going to take a little bit of a break over the next 2 weeks when I take my family down to Tasmania. And if I have internet somewhere, I'm just going to drop in and do a post on the Patreon page and just show you guys where I'm at, especially if I'm doing some writing while I'm down there. But I wanted to make sure that I delivered on my promises before we left, so I didn't feel the pressure of that while I was away, and could take a breath and spend time with family. So thank you so much for being patrons. Thank you for being here, showing up, listening. If you have listened to this later on, thank you for listening. And while I'm away, I'm going to be putting together the whole idea of how we're going to choose these songs. And I'm glad that people have been posting up some of their, people have gotten down to 10 songs and, they've got their favorites so far. Keep listening to them and get your favorites together. And then I'll put up a survey and then we'll put all of the data in and see where that leaves us. Anyway, that's it for this show. Hang around if you want to have a chat afterwards. And it was so wonderful to see you today. And we'll see you next in 3 weeks' time. If not before that, on the Patreon page. And if you are a patron and you are not on the Facebook Patreon page, make sure you send me an email so I can add you to it. But I need to make sure that everyone's on there, and I think everyone is so far. So wonderful to see you. I will see you in 3 weeks' time. All right, bye.